If you're watching Guns and Gear, you probably need and want more ammo. Jared, we've got the Bad Daddy Frankford Arsenal FX-10 progressive reloader. 10 stages.
10 stations, yeah.
Okay.
It's a big one. It's a monster.
It is a monster. Walk us through this one from top to bottom.
Yeah, so first thing you'll probably notice, this is big case feeder on the top. Just dump your brass in there and you can flip on the switch and it'll feed down the tube.
All right, let me try this out here. Oh, wow. So it orients them head stamp down.
Yep, ready to go right into the press.
Very cool.
10 stations like you mentioned, so it gives you a lot of flexibility with your setup. Has some really unique features that you won't find on other presses. It has 2 decapping stations, so if you are running a lot of crimp brass, you can get some primer drawback. That second station to knock that primer out will really save you some pains down the way.
Kind of helps it be foolproof on this.
Yep. It also has on-press swaging, which is pretty unique for most progressive presses. It will actually swage the primer pocket on crimp brass so you can prime it.
And also a little light here, which I like.
Discovered the integrated LED light. It has the primer system here with a low primer warning, holds 100 primers. It's fully contained. It doesn't spit out any primers if it doesn't use it.
Right.
It just simply stays in the system and comes around.
Okay.
Powder measure here has integrated ball bearings and has a safety catch on the back so it'll stop any kind of squib loads.
Okay.
And then one really unique feature to the FX-10 is on pistol bullets. It has a pistol bullet feeder integrated into the tool head for 9, 40, and 45. So it will actually seat the bullet and feed it in one station and then feed you into a taper crimp.
You know, 10 stages, you may not need all 10 depending on what you're doing, I guess, right? But what does that do for you?
It lets you have some adjustability on where you're going to set your dies, and in the process, it allows you to run dies like a powder check die where you're verifying that you have a powder charge, and just helps make it a little safer on the reloading process.
I mean, what's neat about this, and people probably know, but the progressive reloader, when we talk about this, it is doing all of these functions at each pull. So now it's giving you a loaded round with each pull of the handle. So you can really crank out some pretty good volume here.
Yeah, every time you pull the handle, it's producing a loaded round. Experienced operator is easily 600 to 1,000 rounds an hour.
That's awesome. Now, what calibers can you load with this? You have different options?
Most of your popular handgun calibers will have a shell plate for, and then rifle anywhere from 223 up to 308 length cartridge.
I love it. An efficient way, a fast way to load your own ammo, crank it out with the FX-10 from Frankford Arsenal.